I think it's incredible that you mentioned that connection to Zombieland because I will admit I'm a relatively new fan of Scooby Apocalypse. Millie got me, I think it was one of like the collection omnibuses for my birthday in September, and I just love it so much. But before reading it, my opinion, or at least my expectation, was Scooby Doo in the zombie apocalypse, which of course it goes a more sci-fi way, which is actually really cool. But do you recall where the idea came from to make it more sci-fi apocalypse versus, zombie apocalypse in the world of Scooby that we know?
Right. Well, because it was the world of Scooby Doo, it had to be monsters, right? It's
Mhm.
got to be not just a zombie. It had to
Yeah.
be monsters in general, so that we could have that broad swath of creatures to play with. And the other part was that all these monsters had been people once, so there's a built-in dramatic tension there also, because every time they're popping off a monster, they're popping off a human being who's been infected with this plague. So there's always that undercurrent of tragedy to the whole thing while the humor is going on, while the horror is going on. And the deeper we went, the more I fell in love with those characters. I mean, our version of Daphne, I fell in love with. She was a total badass, you know. Um, and the character, that's what I referred to before. We thought, let's throw in Scrappy Doo. And I have to be honest, all I knew about Scrappy Doo was what I read on the internet, and I knew that he was not exactly a popular character in some areas. And he evolved into this really great character that I thought, what a great character. And I can't believe I'm in love with this character who's Scrappy Doo. So that was the challenge, and that was the fun. We never wanted to make fun of those characters. We wanted to have fun with them. And there's a big difference between making fun and having fun. And I hope that we did. But all of them, I really enjoyed all of them. Then we ended up with, Fred, zombie Fred at the end, and you didn't know if it was really him or if it wasn't him. And there were so many fun things to play with there. We had a great time.